Is it too late to stack silver in 2026? Let's talk about it in this walk and talk video back in the 615. I'm back. Nashville, Tennessee. It's good to be back home. Was on the road for a while there, visiting family and friends in Georgia. And I want to wish everyone a happy new year. Thank you very much for subscribing to my channel. And for all you new people out there, thank you. For those who've been with me for a while now, since I started this channel back in September, thank you as well. Do me a favor and give me a happy new year back by hitting the like button on this video, subscribing to the channel, hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I post these new videos. I appreciate it. So yeah, you guys are really loving these silver videos. The comments have been fantastic. Thank you for all the vets who have helped the newbies that are now getting into silver with some advice and, you know, putting your ideas out there. I appreciate that. That's great. You know, as y'all know, I haven't been into stacking silver for very long. I've learned a ton in a short period of time, and I'm going to continue bringing my knowledge to you, and I appreciate those who've been in it for years, in some cases decades, to help others out. But I've been seeing this comment, it's too late. It's too late. I just disagree. I don't think it's too late. I mean, I guess it's too late if you're looking to sell today. It's too late. But if you're looking to hold for 5, 10, 15, 20, 30 years, kids, grandkids, oh no, it's not late. It's early. And there's a lot of reasons why, and I'm going to cover those. So we've had silver run up 140% in the last year. So the FOMO is real. Without a doubt, it's real. But we've seen FOMO before in digital assets, and it happens. People just, if you don't know what FOMO is, it's fear of missing out is what that means. And so I get it. It's hard to buy silver at 75 when it seemed like 5 minutes ago it was at 25, you know, and you don't want to be caught buying the top. I mean, I get that. That's a real thing. But this is a little different of an asset than, say, a stock or a ticker. You got to look at it a little different than that. It's long term. At least it is for me. It may not be for everybody, but it seems like that's the way it goes, right? So so the question is, are we at the top, or is this just the start? I think we are. This is the start, and I've got some data to back it up. So I don't think $100 silver is crazy. I said it in a few videos ago. I mean, heck, we're knocking on the door. When we were at 50, it was 75. We got up to just over 80, and you know, you're knocking on the door of 100. So $100 silver in 2026 is now a mainstream analyst narrative. So as long as they keep talking about it, then it's on YouTube, on X, in the media, and the financial networks. They're just validating the price the more they talk about it being there. Nobody cares until it's going crazy, right? We've talked about that before. Gold-silver ratio has compressed towards 60 to 1. That's good. It's come down a lot fast. I've seen some people in the comments looking for 50. When they see 50, they're going to start converting some of their silver to gold, or they're going to start focusing on gold primarily and lay off the silver. Some are looking for 30, the 30 to 1. And I'll mention some of that data here, why 30 to 1 it could be a reality before we know it. But even at these prices, even at 60 to 1, silver it's pretty cheap versus gold. I mean, it's just the numbers, right? If you take out the rarity and the scarcity and all that stuff, and you just look at a price, there's a psychological value difference between $75 of something and $4,400 of something. It's like that in the digital world, Bitcoin versus, say, Ethereum. People just, it's so high, you know, and it's probably not going to go higher. Well, it probably will go higher. So that's how I would kind of relate it in the digital world for all you crypto people who watch the channel as well. So the strategy into here is to dollar cost average. Don't do all-in buys. Don't just try to drop a load on any given day. You want to drip this in, and smaller, steady purchases is better than trying to time something. Timing just doesn't work. Very few are able to time. I mean, the odds are against you that you're going to be able to time anything. So there's also the inflation-adjusted reality of silver. So people like to compare the nominal price but not the real value. You've got to add in inflation into that. So an example, in the 1980s, silver got to $50. 50 bought you a whole lot more then than it does now. And so if you adjust for inflation, that's $170 today. So at $50 then would be the equivalent of 170 today. So we're in the mid 70s now. I mean, just do some simple math. We should be at 200 for inflation value based on the current nominal price versus the inflation adjusted price. Today's price is effectively 50% of the real all-time high. When you again adjust for inflation. This isn't a blow off top, it's a breakout from suppression. Yeah, and if you've been stacking silver for a long time, you're saying, holy cow, finally suppression. That's an understatement. If you look at the chart, the monthly chart of silver, it's this huge long down dip and then up. It's wild to look at, and then here lately it's been straight up and down. You also have the new industrial demand for silver, which is predominantly solar and AI. And at AI, you're talking data centers, chips, all that stuff requires silver. And if you didn't know, silver is highly conductive, and that's why it's used in a lot of stuff. It's now an energy and tech metal, not just a form of money where it's been looked at as just a backup to the US dollar in case the dollar collapses, which it eventually will. It's just a matter of time before that happens. Is it going to happen today? Probably not, but it will over time. We've had 5 straight years of global supply deficits of silver, and it's getting worse. And I don't know if you guys knew this or not, but solar uses 20% of the annual silver supply. That's 1/5 that's just the solar industry alone uses. And so solar is going to keep growing over time. It's not, I don't see it declining. So now you're just more demand for silver. And then, you basically can't have an AI industry. AI can't happen without silver. And that's just, it's just in everything. It's in the data centers, it's in the power grids. They all need silver. So there's no AI revolution without a silver backbone. You look at the gold silver ratio reversion is also interesting. So silver can feel expensive in dollars but cheap in gold. When you look at the price of gold and then the dollar and you compare the two, I mean, yeah, it's a huge delta there. So I get that. In past manias, the GSR, which is the gold silver ratio, we've talked about that before, it has overshot. And what I mean by that is it starts getting so low. And here's some years, for example. 2011, we had a 30-to-1 gold to silver ratio, meaning that it took 30 ounces of silver to equal 1 ounce of gold. In 1980, it was 17-to-1. That's the lowest it's ever been. And so with gold at $4,500, which is roughly that now, and a 30-to-1 ratio, that means that silver would be $150 an ounce. So I don't think 100's is a doubt. It's not for me at all. So we're only back to an average. The overshoot hasn't even started yet. So yeah, at the upper 50s, 60s, I mean, we're just now getting rolling if you look at history, right? Then you have the whole unobtainium problem with silver, because the paper price doesn't equal the physical availability. And there's some people that I've seen in the comments that talk about the paper market and the physical market is about to really blow up because it's out of whack. And without getting into all those nitty-gritty details, and I don't focus a lot on it either. Physical silver, I just try to keep it simple, stupid, right? So you have the London LBMA London and COMEX vaults draining for 4 years, and that stuff's going east, right? India, China, all the metals are moving east, and now you have China that's just banned exports, and China is one of the largest miners of silver in the world, and so they're hoarding it and they're blocking exports of it. And okay, I get it. Will the United States do the same? Probably. Wouldn't shock me if they did. And I think the United States is really playing a game of chess right now with the world, and I'd be curious to see how it unfolds. So you got to keep in mind, guys, you're not buying a ticker here with gold and silver. You're securing finite metal to help secure your financial future, at least in part, not necessarily in whole. So I would recommend anyone who doesn't hold any physical silver, get you some. And I saw a comment that said, "Y'all, it's too late, you know, I'm not going to be able to get very much." It'll be interesting to see what you would say when silver gets to 200, 250, 300, because with the dollar debasement, we've talked about this in my videos, you guys should know it now. As long as the dollar keeps getting debased, it's going to keep running the price of assets. And I don't see the dollar being less debased. I see it only staying where it's at or getting worse. And the national debt is through the roof. We're 38.5 trillion. I saw that the other day. That's not even thinking about slowing down. So we're printing ourselves out of debt, which technically probably will never happen. So unless there's some sort of trickery that's going to happen and that I don't know about, so we'll see. So I guess the moral of the story here, guys, is it's silver isn't late. It's just in a structural shift right now. And my recommendation to you, if you're new to silver, is to DCA, dollar cost average is what that stands for. Stay patient and think long term, in real terms, and not headlines. Because the headlines, you know, the media will talk something into happening. I've seen it on multiple assets through multiple cycles. If the media gets their mind on something, they'll find a way to will it into being reality. So yeah, guys, I think you're going to see silver over 100. When? I don't know. And by the way, this isn't financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. And because you guys love this silver talk, and I do too, quite frankly. So as long as you guys want silver videos, then I'll keep heading them your way. So but that's the video for the day, guys. I appreciate y'all tuning in. Happy New Year. Give me a Happy New Year back. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell would even be better, because then you'll know as soon as I post a video. I appreciate it. And if you got more things you want to hear about, hit it in the comments below. What do you want to hear about silver? And I'll do the digging and I'll give you the information, because I'm here for that, to help you. That's the video for the day, guys. I appreciate y'all. If you're new here, I'm Gen X Guy. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being part of my channel. It's helpful. The channel has grown a lot just in the past week. It's been unbelievable, and I thank you very much for that. Have a great new year. Let me know what some of your ideas are for 2026 down in the comments. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Gen X Guy out. See ya. Bye.